The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Sicilian Corner, winner of the Italian Heritage Media Award, with your hosts, Tom Zappola and Mike Lomazzo.
Good morning, Mikey boy.
Tommy, how are you, buddy?
Mike, you really, you should be looking at me just like with salutations. Hey, Tommy, how are you?
Let me do it again, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, how are you?
You know something? That's not even funny. But anyway.
You could have looked at him back. That was very rude.
Welcome to the Sicilian Corner. My name is Tom Zappola with my lovely co-host, Michael Lomazzo.
Lovely? Really? Do I have to start getting worried with you?
Lovely, lovely man. Has a wonderful wardrobe. Amazing one. Mike,
all right, come on, Gandhi.
No, I got to tell you something. You really need to reevaluate your shoe collection. And I'm not kidding. I'm being honest with you because some of the shoes that you wear are way, way outdated. Just want to bring that to your attention.
You know something, Tom? I really don't care. I don't care how outdated they are. As long as they're comfortable, Mike is happy.
All right.
You know something?
Don't forget
you want to spend $160 for sneakers? That's fine. I don't care. Me, canvas is fine. I get along just fine.
Yeah, but no, leather. Leather is what's going out. Leather's going out.
Well, you know something? I like leather on my little paws. I actually, on the way down here today, I stopped off and I went to the foot doctor and got my feet taken care of.
That's great, Mike. Wonderful. Chrissy, are you into leather? Are you into leather at all?
Easy.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, really? It's what time is it? 11:04 in the morning. That's how we're starting the day.
The name of the show is the Sicilian Corner. You can subscribe on Facebook, YouTube. Listen to us on any of the platforms that you listen to podcast on.
Yeah.
Alexa, Siri, iHeartRadio. Plus, we are on 980 WCAP in the low Boston area.
Yep.
So we have a pretty good platform, a pretty good footprint. Mikey, I'm in Florida, as you know.
I'm hoping you take my advice and stay till like November. Can you do that for me?
I can't do that, man. I would miss you too much. I would miss you too much.
No,
I got to tell you something,
Don't think in that direction.
I'm telling you, the fishing is finally coming back after about 5 years. Yesterday, we went out for the first time right on the dock, and we had a pretty good day.
What'd you get? There's 6 there behind you. Good job.
You know what the first thing I caught was?
What's that? A minnow?
A starfish.
A starfish, oh.
I caught a starfish. That was the first catch of the year, a starfish.
Good
and then I caught some other stuff, too.
Do you remember about 20 years ago when you first went down there, how you'd only fish with wearing gloves, and then you had a pair of pliers to take the hook out?
Well, I still use the pliers.
You do?
Oh, yeah, you have to. Down here, you have to, because some of those fish have teeth, number one. And some of them swallow the hooks, man. You can't just rip it out. You got to, you don't want to kill the fish.
Well, tell me, on the East Coast, what exactly is the catch of the day? What do you see the most of, Tom?
Let's see. Jacks.
What is it? Jacks?
They're called jacks.
Is that J-A-X or
J-A-C-K-S?
Okay.
Jack.
Like playing cards.
What else? There's everything. There's pompano. There's catfish, of course. There's catfish everywhere.
Well, catfish are big, right? They must give you a nice fight, don't they?
They do. But then there are things like behind me. Those are called look downs. You can catch look downs.
Yeah, I see them.
Drums, spotted fish, all kinds of cool stuff. You really can. You can throw your line in 20 times and catch 15 different species of fish, which makes it fun.
That's unbelievable. That's cool.
Mackerel, Spanish mackerel, all kinds of cool stuff.
Would you say Spanish mackerel?
Spanish mackerel, grouper. There's a lot.
Do you make it? Do you cook anything at home while you're there?
No. I go out to dinner.
You just release them?
Yeah, if they're a keeper, I'll give it to a neighbor, but very seldom. I usually throw them back.
Tom, I wanted to ask you, how's our friend Matt doing?
How's Matt doing?
That's exactly what I asked you.
He's had some health issues, but he's...
he has?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Fighting a few health issues, but he's doing fine. I spoke to him yesterday. So he is, he's managing. He's got some things he's got to work out with his body, but he's doing.
Don't we all right? Don't we all? Hey, Tom, I wanted to tell you, a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, as a matter of fact, I planted 170 daffodil bulbs around the property.
Yeah.
And with this crazy, stupid winter we're having, they're up about 1.5 inches out of the ground. And I don't know what's going to happen come the spring, because sooner or later we're going to get some cold weather, and we're going to get a lot of snow. And snow would actually be good because it acts as an insulator. But they're up. I mean, some are up close to 2 inches. So I had to go get some topsoil, try to cover them over. They're gonna. I don't know what it's going to look like in the spring. I got a feeling I'm not going to get the display I had last year. And as you know, daffodils multiply. Unlike tulips. Tulips, you probably lose maybe 35, 40% after 1 year, and that goes down from there. Daffodils just expand and get more and more and more. I don't know if you've ever done this before, but at Easter time down in Nantucket, they have a big daffodil festival weekend, and it's incredible. Some fella, he owned a business, and he donated 1 million bulbs of tulips. And he gave them to all the kids in the grammar schools with the understanding that they would plant them near where they lived. So if you go down there around Easter time, you'll be driving on a sandy road. All of a sudden, you've got beautiful daffodils all over the place because the kids planted them, plus they multiplied. It's really...
Daffodils are beautiful. We have a lot of daffodils around the house. Helen plants them.
Well, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen this year. I don't know if yours came up also, because you're in a sunny area.
For our viewers and listeners, this is a taped show. We're taping a few shows in the can. So there is an outside chance that when you see this show, it could be springtime already. We're not sure about that, but I'm just making a point here. So don't think that Mike is, losing his mind talking about daffodils that are just sprouting if it's, in fact, April. So just to keep that in the back of your mind.
Something, I appreciate the clarification.
Hey, listen, we got a good show. We have the next second two segments. We have a very dear friend of ours. And again, this could be a great time to talk about grilling because I'm in Florida, so I'm grilling all the time. But Peter Carbone from Haverhill Beef is coming in, and Chrissy, I love Chrissy. She sends me these 1 or 2 sentence texts.
Yeah,
like
you want to share it?
Very matter of fact. Right to the point, like there's no narrative that goes with her text. She's definitely a producer.
You're in the middle of a show. I'm like, just quickly answer his question. And now he's like, what do you want to know? Next time you get a soliloquy. I'll do a poem. It'll be beautiful. What do you want from me?
That isn't necessary.
He's like,
hey, Mikey, I got to tell you something. So, we're starting to look at the different restaurants down here. It's really interesting. The restaurants in Florida are really interesting because 80% of them serve the same stuff. Same stuff.
The same is true here.
It's like all this pub food where you can go in. Down here, you can get a fried grouper sandwich or, it's all the same stuff. However, there's a couple of really good Italian restaurants down here. Very good Italian. Yeah, a couple of very, very good ones. We are going to one. It's a Boston guy owns it. Actually tomorrow night I think we're going to go out. But it's a Boston guy. It's a little hole in the wall joint, but it's good red Sicilian food. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what I like.
You know something? It's nice to have quality restaurants in your neighborhood. It really is.
Well, you live in Wyndham.
Yeah.
So
what about it?
How many restaurants are in your neighborhood?
One.
And that's the one, if I if I'm right, you haven't been in like 15 years.
No.
No, hold on. Are you talking about the Common Man or the other place?
Oh, the Common Man. That's not my favorite.
Okay, so the other place.
I can walk there from my house.
Right. So the other place, though, I think you had a falling out with the owner, didn't you?
Not really a falling out. We had a difference of opinion.
So how often do you go there a year?
Well, they just retired.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, Vesliakis and Rula. And I went in to wish them the best of luck. And, it's a good neighborhood restaurant. A lot of people go there.
Are they keeping it open?
I don't know who's actually taking it to the next step. I don't know if it's a member of the family. Like I said, I don't go in there all that often, to be honest with you.
Up in your area, and Chrissy, this goes for you too, there are a lot of restaurants up there that aren't that good. I mean, they're okay. Yeah. I mean, there are some restaurants that a lot of people, there's a couple of Italian restaurants that I've eaten in up there. One of them, I think, is a friend of yours, so I won't mention the name, but they're not that good. There's a couple of them really not that good, Mikey.
I had a dining experience 2 days ago. I'd like to take the time to share it with you.
Oh, I love these, Mike. I love these. Hold on, good or bad?
This was, to me, I'll be honest with you, I don't think an owner of a business should have talked the way he did.
Okay, let's hear it. I love this stuff.
So, one waitress, she has 14 tables she's taking care of.
Well,
the place was packed. The place was packed.
Restaurant? What's the name of the restaurant? What's the name of the restaurant?
It's Kamasigama.
No.
I don't want to go there. That's not the reason I'm bringing it up. But I want you, as a businessman, I want you to hear the comment that he made.
Yeah, but it's not good for our viewers and listeners. What if they go there?
Well, what if we're going forward and I decide to go to him to become a sponsor of the radio show? You want me to knock him and then ask him to be a sponsor?
All right, go ahead.
Come on now. Use your head, will you?
Let's hear the story.
So our place is full. 14 tables. This one woman has.
Okay.
She's running around like a maniac.
Okay.
The owner, is the maitre d'. So you'd walk in, he'd go over to your table, get you seated, hand you the menus. And other than that, he'd just stand there near the bar and talk to people coming in and out. All right?
What did you order?
Let me finish my story. Can you please keep your mouth, please, quiet, close it, tape it, do whatever, all right? So anyway, the woman comes over to our tables with drinks, and you could tell she's really being rushed. And I said to her, there's nobody else that can help you? And she kind of looked a little bit toward the owner, who's just standing there, not even cleaning the tables, no busboy, no nothing. 14
Horrible.
Tables for me is a lot. And almost every table was 4 people. So you think about it. People were getting up and going to the bar and ordering their drinks, bringing it back to the table. So all of a sudden, she comes over, we're talking. The owner happens to come by, and she says, one of the people in our party turned around and says, it's too bad he doesn't help you. And he overheard her. So he stands there and looks at us, looks at the table, and says, that's not in my job description. I'm the owner. That soured me so much, Tom. You know something? Wow. If you're the owner, you should do anything it takes to make your customers happy.
Absolutely.
And Peter Carbone will tell you the exact same story, because I have to tell you, it's a tough racket. When you're dealing with the public, it is tough. But imagine him turning around, it's not in my job description. And he went back and just stood there while this poor young lady is running up and down like a maniac.
So what did you order, Mikey?
I had chicken with penne pasta in a white wine sauce. It was with mushroom. It was very, very good. It was tasty. And the prices were good.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what town it was in?
North Andover. But anyway.
Yeah, that could be a lot of different restaurants.
I just thought that it was a poor choice of words coming, Chrissy, from an owner. That's not what that's not what I wanted to hear.
That's not good.
When I worked at Market Basket, whatever it took to keep people happy, I don't care if it was washing windows, washing the back of the case, whatever, sweeping up, I could care less. That wasn't in my job description, but I did it because my department, I ran that department like it was my own.
Well, that's what you have to do. Actually, when Peter comes on, Peter, and we're going to take a break, but Peter is on the front lines all the time for his business, and it shows because he's very particular, and we're going to talk about that.
Tommy, the bottom line today, steak is steak usually, and it is different grades, but the key component is service. Service.
Couldn't agree with you more, Mikey.
All right.
We're going to take a break. Peter Carbone from Haverhill Beef is going to join us. We're going to be all over the place. We're going to talk about Peter gave me some great grilling advice this summer, and it worked to perfection. Hang in there. We'll be right back.
He just brought Chrissy and I some steaks.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Looking for that something special? All of us here at the Sicilian Corner suggest trying Ristorante Uno, located at 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. For the most exquisite dining experience in an intimate setting that serves authentic regional Italian cuisine and features old country service. Try Ristorante Uno. Did we mention their award-winning wine cellar? Ristorante Uno, 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. Call 617-573-9406 for reservations. That's 617-573-9406. Tell them the boys from the Sicilian Corner sent you.
Today, Lawrence General Hospital has affiliations with leading Boston academic medical centers. Top specialists from Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center and Floating Hospital for Children at Tufts Medical Center work with our local doctors to bring world-class care close to home. Today, amazing partnerships are happening at Lawrence General Hospital. To learn more, visit lawrencegeneral.org/today.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine is pleased to announce the opening of their American College of Radiology accredited MRI unit at their location at 16 Pelham Road in Salem, New Hampshire. So now, in addition to receiving the best orthopedic care in the Merrimack Valley, as well as physical and occupational therapy at Optima Sports Therapy and Rehab, you can also have your MRI, all in one convenient location. The doctors and staff of Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine have been dedicated to providing outstanding medical care to the Merrimack Valley in southern New Hampshire since 1984. Located on Route 97, just off Exit 2 from Route 93 North, on the second floor of the Workout Club of Salem. You deserve the best care, and that's exactly what you'll get from the board-certified surgeons at Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine. Please call 603-898-2244 to schedule an appointment.
A loyal sponsor for the Sicilian Corner is Hilton Oil Company. Hilton Oil has been located right across from the South Lawrence Common since 1932 at 101 South Union Street. Hilton Oil Company specializes in 24-hour burner service, oil deliveries, including automatic deliveries, serving all the Merrimack Valley area, plus portions of southern New Hampshire. If you want your car fixed right the first time, bring it to Hilton's state-of-the-art service station. Remember, Hilton's is also a Mass State inspection station. Hilton Oil Company, 101 South Union Street in Lawrence. Call 978-687-9793.
This is Cindy
and Mike Kunstler,
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
In addition to the spectacular views overlooking the golf course, we have an incredible new chef, Oscar Figueroa.
We still have all the favorites, but Oscar has created a lot of excitement with his new specials.
Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Okay, we are back.
You remember this guy?
Tom, you know something? I saw him. Peter, when did I see you? Oh, I didn't see it. Anna picked up the steaks at Christmas, right?
No, it was just like a month ago.
Yeah, my sister picked them up.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. How you doing? First of all, I don't know if I like the way you look.
Who, me?
Nice.
I don't know
clean
if I like
shaved, clean shaved.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like the clean shaven.
I have to. It's a requirement for me to come in this studio.
Isn't necessary.
Per Mike Lomazzo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean, when you have
good.
when you have that beard going, man, you look kind of cool, you know?
Yeah.
It's all gray.
Yeah.
It
is
makes
all
him
gray.
look old. He looks as old as you.
I look older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I look pretty good.
I think you should shave it because it looks stupid.
I think you should just mind your own freaking business. All right, let's
I'm
talk
entitled to my opinion.
Peter,
it looks like a French.
As always, you put
fisherman.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
we for Christmas time, we have a little tradition, Ellen and I, because the kids everybody is over at one house, and everybody's at my house on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Day, it's just myself, Ellen, and my sister at the beach. Yeah. And we picked up some ribeyes from you that were absolutely spectacular.
Nice.
Spectacular.
Yeah, you got them pretty thick cut this year, too.
Thick cut, followed your instructions, high heat, sear the hell out of them, and then turned it down. Mikey, you would have been proud of me. I only seasoned it with a little pepper, a little salt, a little salt.
Let it speak for itself. Let the meat speak. You don't need sauce. You don't need any of that BS stuff that they sell.
Well, hold on a second, Mikey. You know something? I don't totally agree with you. When you buy a steak from Peter, that kind of a steak, I do agree with you. But if you're going to buy, a New York strip from Market Basket or Stop and Shop, if you're going to put a little sauce on, a little A1 or something, it's a different cut of beef, isn't it?
Peter, go ahead, answer.
It is. It's a different cut. It's a different quality. It's a different grade.
Right.
It's a preference thing. If you want to put something on it, sometimes I got into the store I used to go to up in Booth Bay Harbor sells flavored balsamic vinegars. Everything from blueberry to raspberry to chipotle orange to all these different things. And they're like thick glazes, like a balsamic glaze, but they're flavored with other...
They're reduced. It's a reduction.
They're reduced. And, when I'm feeding my kids and their friends and stuff like that, of course, I'll take the steak, I'll cut it all up, and I'll just get little ramekins with a pear-flavored, pear-infused balsamic, a blueberry-infused balsamic, and they love raspberry-infused. And they'll
I can't even imagine blueberry.
What do they dip?
Yeah, they just dip it in there. Yeah, just for a little flavor.
See, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
You know,
why don't you tell people about your establishment in Haverhill?
Yeah, we're, for those of you that didn't know, we're Haverhill Beef Company, right downtown Haverhill, Massachusetts, 117 Merrimack Street. We've still got the same old website that everybody seems to love.
That website is unbelievable.
Great website.
Loves our
recipes.
The recipes, the cooking instructions, and that's easily found at haverhillbeef.com. And we are in our 16th year there since we bought it.
Wow.
Things are still going well, going strong. We've survived all this construction and everything that's gone on downtown Haverhill.
You have to admit, that section of Haverhill, especially on that road, that street, the main street, there's a lot of good things happening.
It's a ton. It's a huge...
that's good for you.
Huge restaurant district. The housing that's gone on there now, the Haverhill Heights building, the college, the Culinary Institute that NECO has put in there. And now we have probably the biggest project happening within a year in downtown Haverhill.
The garage?
It's the garage along with
commercial.
Probably 500 or 600 more units going up. Sal Lepoli's doing the project.
Yeah.
It's going to be big. It's going to probably hurt us for a little bit, but it is going to be. It's almost like the finishing off of the revitalization project of downtown
But there is going to be a
Haverhill.
garage too, right?
Oh, there's going to be a big garage.
A big garage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to be
because parking gets a little bit.
Parking gets tricky down there.
You're lucky because you have parking right directly behind your store.
We do. Yeah.
Which is a big plus.
Oh, that's a big plus.
Oh.
Peter, how much did the pandemic impact you?
It actually impacted me in a very positive way.
Did it really?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was very positive for us. Lot of growing pains through that point in time with employees, people that were scared to work. But the thing is, we limited how many people could come into the building. But there was a major fear from people to going in supermarkets.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Because of one, the size of the supermarkets, how much walking around you have to do, how many people you came in contact with. Right. It was there was a genuine, and I think the fear still kind of exists with people. So
because COVID is starting, you're hearing more and more people.
Well, you're right, Mikey. But it's not obviously it's a different strain. But Peter, didn't you do? If I recall, because I think we just when I got home, we continued to buy from you, and didn't you do curbside delivery like that was pull up?
We still do it,
and you bring it right out to you.
We did that before the pandemic even hit.
Wow.
Whether it's elderly people, handicapped people.
What are you looking at me for?
Because you're all of the above.
No, but it was. But we still do that. It's an easy, convenient service, and back to the supermarket thing. Because of all that fear that they had to go in the supermarket, it changed a lot of people's mentalities about shopping at the smaller stores, smaller business, how it is more convenient. Granted, I don't carry the volume of different types of product, but we carry all the basics with produce, with milk and cheese and dairy and meats and dry goods. I don't have 15.
Got a great wine selection.
We have good wine section, beer.
That Chianti you put me on. I freaking love that.
Yeah. Oof. That's so I've got and that's a $22, $23 bottle of Chianti, which is kind of expensive for Chianti.
Yeah, but let me tell you,
I can't keep it in the store.
Like velvet.
You can't keep it in the store. Yeah,
Peter, would you ever? This is an outlier question. Would you ever consider a delivery service? Are you using a delivery service?
I do. So we do. We have. It's taken me a while, but I do have DoorDash. I do have Grubhub, and I do have Uber Eats now.
Okay.
Can you explain to me how that works? Who pays for what?
So what happens? So
it's really cool, Michael.
Take DoorDash, for example.
We use it.
You do. I know. You told me.
So these companies give us the platform to add the items that we want to sell on it.
Okay.
Right.
And they remind us, depending on the tier, I get 3 different tiers I can be in. Tier 1, they're going to charge me 30%. Tier 2, they're going to charge me.
They charge you 30%.
Well, just let me. Tier 2, they're going to charge me 20 to 25%. Tier 3 is 10 to 15%. The tiers are all based on how I want to be listed on their website, on their platform, on their app. Do I want to be listed high? Do I want to have to
you're paying
them
for it.
constantly reminding
it's
their
like
customers.
Shelf space in a supermarket.
So then what I do, I set the prices, I set everything up, and so what most people are doing, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a butcher shop, we're taking our prices. We're not necessarily adding 30% or 15% or 25%, but you're adding a couple bucks on the thing, and then the total of the bill that goes through, they don't pay for it at our store. It's already paid for. They pay for that through the app.
Right.
And then depending on which tier I'm at is depending on how much of the total sale the DoorDash is going to receive on that order. So if somebody spends $100 in the store and I'm at that 30% range, then DoorDash is taking $33 out of that 100. That's in a nutshell kind of how it works with all of them. Some of them still add delivery fees, some don't. It depends on what tier you're in.
But Peter, wouldn't it be cheaper for you to have one of your kids, not your kids, but one of the guys? If I call up, I'm using me as an example, or Mike, or an elderly couple, and they're in Merrimack, or they're in, you could limit where you go.
Plastow, Atkinson,
Plastow, Groveland.
Yeah.
So they call you up and they want to spend, $150 or $200 on some ribeyes. They call you up, you take the order, and you ship it. It's not worth you having one of your guys deliver it, and we throw them a tip.
It probably is, Tom, and I probably should be doing that. There's a lot more involved on the liability end, the insurance end, and things like that. What I have to, I'm going to probably have to provide a separate vehicle that has different type of insurance. Depending on the length of the distance, I could get away without the refrigeration, but there's just a lot involved in that. Now, I do it personally for anybody that lives on 97 between Beverly and Haverhill, because I take a straight shot to work every day from Beverly to Haverhill. Right. I probably deliver $60,000 or $70,000 of food a year to just to people in Beverly.
Yeah,
and not necessarily my family or anything like that. It's just that people that I've met, it's really more my kids, parents of my kids' friends that I've met through sports, through this, through that appreciate that type of stuff.
Absolutely.
And the better customers, they know when they figure out what type of product I carry, they know it's going to cost them a little bit more. They know it's superior product. They don't care because that's what they want. And not only that, if they don't have to leave their house and they can get all that stuff delivered to them.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're just going to the supermarket or the corner store for dry goods, paper towels, and toilet paper and don't have to worry about their proteins or looking through all those tray packs of manager specials and all that jazz.
It's so easy. I mean, Mikey, I think I've told you this. I don't think, maybe in the last 2 years, I have been in a liquor store 3 or 4 times. I order all of our liquor, our wine, our liquors, whatever, vodka, whatever, for Christmas, Total Wine. Wow. And I'm telling you, they deliver it. You pick the time, they deliver it. And like using a bottle of Tito's, for example, you can go into a liquor store and pay $31 for a 1.75 liter of Tito's. Total Wine, it's like $32.50. It's worth the extra $1.50
for the convenience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Peter, Chairman Reserve Beef.
Yeah.
You're still a chairman.
Product was hard to get over the last couple of years.
Really?
basically, since we're in the northeast corner of the country, all this product,
to try and ship to get it here.
Just to get it here.
Yeah. Really?
With drivers.
From Texas, the planes.
Well, so many people lost so many employees and drivers and things like that.
And fuel costs. Look at diesel, even now.
You didn't know what was going to come. The one, on my behalf, one of the things that benefited from that, because the restaurants all were dying, was that prime beef became much more abundant on the market. And the price, if the price was only $1 difference than the high choice, the good stuff that I buy, and I didn't have to change my price necessarily, like right now, the last 3 weeks, all of the New York strips I've been carrying have been USDA prime. All of the top sirloins, center-cut top sirloins that I buy are
I wish
USDA
I had room
prime.
in my freezer. I would have had you. Usually when you come on the show, what do I tell you?
And it's
bring me a dozen steaks, 1.5 thick.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of prime stuff out on the market right now that I'm able to put in my store, and you're not going to.
You're making friends.
Other people aren't going to do that. They're not going to.
Yeah,
they're not going to buy it.
That's called. We were talking about that before you came on the air with us. We're talking about service. Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about. Yeah. It really is all about service. Peter, do you still have the? I shouldn't say do you still have it because it's on your website.
The bundles.
The Super Value Family Meat Packs.
Oh yeah,
the bundles.
We've got like 19 of them, and this time of year we actually sell a lot of those.
I'm just for our viewers and listeners, it would really. We have to break in 2 minutes, but it would really be worth your while to go on their website because they offer. I'll give you just a couple of examples here. It's called, and they give it like nice little catchy names. Grill a Filler. 2 pounds of marinated chicken, 2 pounds of marinated steak tips, 1 dozen 4-ounce hamburger patties, 3 pounds of their homemade sausage, 3 pounds of country-style spare ribs, 2 pounds of hot dogs, natural casing, 4 pounds of London broil and blade steak, and 2 3 to 4 pound whole chickens, and they throw in 1 jar of barbecue sauce, $139.99. You can't go wrong. I mean, you can't go wrong. There's enough there for most people for a week and a half of meals. Easy.
Especially here in the Northeast in a normal winter when it's difficult to move around. How convenient is that? Especially if you're like somebody my age. Nothing? You have nothing? You have nothing? No, get it out of your system.
It's a new year.
No, Peter, he's making a good point. And you know something? Look at him. Look at him. He's falling apart.
He looks.
Why don't you?
He looks younger than me and you. He looks good.
Don't say that. That kills him.
Look
at
him.
Kills him.
Give him
the nanny
favor.
Jesus.
Let him. He bought it. He just paid $1 zillion for a car. Let him be your delivery. Let him deliver to people.
Is that your Bentley?
People's homes
Out there? You got a Bentley outside?
Pretty close. All right, listen, we're going to take a quick break. We come back. We've got some other stuff to talk about. We want to talk about the sausage. Want to talk about a couple of more of these packages. And I need a good hamburger. Does anybody know where I can get a good hamburger?
I do. Haverhill Beef.
Hang in there. We'll be right back.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and can never agree where to go. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with the great Italian cuisine. Capri's Seaside Italian Kitchen and Pizzeria. Me? I love the elegant romantic vibes Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu with prices that make it the place you want to visit each and every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of a cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites, and the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Concert Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all of these great places, and they treat everyone like they are Mike Lomazzo. Best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once, and all this fun is right at your fingertips. You can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at NorthshorePavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carbone's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler.
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
In addition to the spectacular views overlooking the golf course, we have an incredible new chef, Oscar Figueroa.
We still have all the favorites, but Oscar has created a lot of excitement with his new specials.
Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
We are back. And, boy, that was a quick break.
It was, yeah. It flew by. I have a question for you, Tommy. What do you think the average American consumes in meat products during the course of a year?
Now, that's a good question. I would say...
You going by pounds or dollars?
We're going by pound.
50 pounds.
You know something? That's damn good. You know something? You're not too far off. It's between 55 and 57. And that...
Pounds of what?
Chicken, beef.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Jesus. Okay.
Well, don't look at me. Yeah, I'm a meat eater.
Yeah, me too. It's like, that's a month for me.
That's the average.
Okay.
All right.
You know, I mean,
the one thing I don't understand is chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
My aching head.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I never thought in a million years that I would see chicken wings selling considerably higher than, say, boneless chicken breast.
I know it.
Skinless.
Yeah.
I mean, right. I get them. I butterfly them. I make cutlets out of them. I do almost everything.
No, I'm a big, Ellen and I, we're big chicken wing people.
Yeah.
You know, done right. None of this, done right with some lemon, extra virgin olive oil, some nice seasoning, little garlic on the grill. slow cook them. There's nothing like it. Man.
It's an American thing for sure. So my jaw hit the floor the first time I went to the grocery store here, and I saw I don't know, what do you call the big packs of chicken wings, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What did a couple of years, and not even now the price, but a couple of years ago, what was the average price on that? Like 15, 16, maybe more for a big pack of chicken wings. In Australia, you're paying like $5 for that. Like chicken wings are we're like, meh, chicken wings, whatever.
That's how it used to be here.
It didn't? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wow.
29 cents a pound.
But
these people really like wings here.
Yeah.
Like, why are they
Yeah,
more
but
expensive?
you know what the catalyst for that was?
Buffalo
Well,
wings.
So,
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl. They said, here's
Super
an
Bowl.
interesting little thing. They said the amount of wings that are sold between January 1st and the Super Bowl in this country, whether it's restaurants, homes, and stuff like that, you could line up the chicken wings end to end and go around the earth once.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never heard that before.
That's a lot of chicken wings.
That's a lot of chicken wings.
Wow.
Chrissy, are you not a chicken wing person?
That wouldn't be my go-to. Like, I like a thigh piece every day of the week, a marinated thigh.
In America, I'll take a bone-in, skin-on thigh all day long.
I am too. I'm a thigh guy.
Americans don't use them. Now you can still get thighs for $1.99, $2.99 a pound.
I know, I do. It's great.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny.
Like, why are they eating wings?
We're having thighs
no one's
tonight.
eating
Ellen
them.
is cooking thighs.
Yeah.
Really?
Marinate some chicken thighs. Yeah.
You make kitchen cacciatore and you use the thighs, it's got more flavor than anything else you can put
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. We are chatting with Peter Carbone from Haverhill Beef. I want to throw out one more of these little super value family meat packs. I mean, even, there's some really inexpensive ones. Russ's Summer Suggestions. 3 pounds of tips. And by the way, Peter, your tips are a killer.
That's what we're known for. Yeah.
They're a killer.
Thank you.
And, when they're just so delicious.
You have a bunch of them. You have quite a few.
Yeah.
What is your number one?
There's two of them. It's the steakhouse and the original.
Okay.
The original tips, it's a powder. It's a bunch of powders that we liquefy. And there is papain in it. And papaine's a derivative of a pineapple, and it's the number one all-natural meat tenderizer in the world, more than anything else. Now, we don't needle our stuff. We've talked about needling before. My philosophy is and has always been that buy high-end stuff, and you're going to get high-end results.
Yep.
So I don't even own a needler. We don't hammer, pound, needle, anything. We just buy the highest quality sirloin that we can to do our tips. And then, of course, we vacuum tumble and do the whole marination process. But the original tips, there's nothing more tender. There's nothing more tender than our original tips.
They're phenomenal. They are phenomenal.
You like them, Tom?
Oh, Mikey, I buy them like twice a year, twice a summer.
And it's just a mild garlic and herb. It's not like over-seasoned or anything like that.
You make a slurry out of it? Is that what you do? You just add it to your...
We make a marinade. We use in certain marinades. We use in oil and vinegars. Certain ones we're using water.
So that breaks the tissue down.
We're liquefying it, and then we're
Mikey,
going
nothing like it. I'll tell you what. You take his tips with a nice piece of a fresh Tripoli's roll.
Which we happen to have at Haverhill Beef.
With some peppers. Just throw some peppers in with it. It's the best sandwich you can have. Phenomenal.
Yeah, the owner of Tripoli's has become quite a good customer of ours, too.
No.
Rosario?
We sell their pizza in the store. And
it flies out.
A box is 50 units. And we sell... on a good week, we sell 2 boxes. We sell 100 bags of pizza a week out of our little store.
Every time I go in there, I grab one.
Yeah,
I grab one.
Everyone does.
Everyone. But let me finish.
It's good to have in your freezer.
Yeah.
You set the oven at 400.
And Rosario, my kid met Rosario this summer and just thought he was the most interesting-looking guy in the whole world.
He's quite a fisherman,
Have his
someday he comes in and talk to him about,
Yeah.
Rosario's a great guy.
Yeah.
But let me finish this. Rush's Summer Suggestions. 3 pounds of the famous steakhouse tips. 3 pounds of Texas barbecue chicken. What is that, Peter?
That's a breast. That's all boneless, skinless breast that we marinate in, again, one of our marinades that's like a Texas-style barbecue.
And what about the 3 pounds of boneless Chinese ribs? Are they
boneless Chinese spare ribs? Those are marinated that's like the red bone-in ribs. It's like an aso sauce. And people love that. People love
There is
that
nothing
stuff.
like,
It's sweet.
aso sauce is a Massachusetts accoutrement. And I tell you what, man, it's right up there with the greatest of all time. I love aso sauce. Love it.
Yeah.
With ribs, fantastic. China Blossom, aso sauce. And then we also have 3 pounds of hamburger and 2.5 pounds of natural casing hot dogs, $109.99. How can you go wrong?
And the other thing with all of these packages, like that one, we specify the marinades. You don't have to get marinated. If you prefer your stuff plain, we just give you plain. Like the Intro to Excellence on there is $89.99. That's 3 pounds.
What is it called?
The Introduction to Excellence. And that is it's 3 pounds of steak tips, plain or marinated. We have 7 different marinades to choose from. 3 pounds of chicken breast, which we have 6 or 7 flavors to choose from, or plain. 2 pounds of our own sausage, and then 2 pounds of hamburger, whether you want 80, 85, or 93, or a brisket blend. It's totally up to you.
Unbelievable.
But it's
I
not
want to ask you about
$90, and there's 10 pounds of meat. So everything averages out to $9 a pound.
Yeah.
But for $90, that easily feeds, 20 to 25 people.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Plant-based meats.
We have 4 minutes, Mikey boy.
Oh, really? We're that close already?
Yeah.
Plant-based meats?
Yeah.
Is that cutting down on sales, meat sales? Or not?
I don't think so.
Well,
have you ever tried it?
And Mike, just to add to what you're saying, that's starting
Have you
to
ever tried
collapse.
I
You're
haven't.
awful.
You haven't?
I have not.
Why not?
I had
Because
one.
I don't have any. To me, sitting down with an 1.5-inch ribeye, it's an experience.
It might have affected sales out in Portland, Oregon, or maybe Seattle or something like that. But
I see where he's going with this.
we
No, Peter, listen.
the name of our company is Haverhill
Beef
Company.
But if you read,
Pretty sure he's not
I was
reading
just
point
curious.
thing.
Right. No, but it
thought
hasn't
maybe
affected sales. I don't think it has.
You get a lot more reading material than I do.
if you read the articles, if you read
ahead,
the
Tom.
articles, that whole industry is beginning to collapse.
Yep.
That whole industry, that plant-based industry is.
It hasn't collapsed. It's leveraged off.
No, it's not, Mikey. It's collapsing. You can go. I just read an article about it. I can't remember the name, but what's the name of it? Burger.
The amazing, the ultimate, the
whatever it was.
What do they call it?
Yeah, that business is waning. Let's put it this way. All right, Peter, your website address again?
HaverhillBeef.com.
That's it.
Oof,
And
that's
if
high.
anybody ever wants to talk or has questions, want to communicate via email, just email me at peter@haverhillbeef.com.
It really would behoove you to get in your car and drive over to Haverhill Beef. Selection is absolutely incredible. I have I ever registered a complaint with you? Ever?
Nope. Not
I
that
mean,
know
really.
of.
I tell your wife that, she's got to do something with this.
Monica listens.
Monica loves
love
you
her.
guys. She loves
love
you
her.
guys. She thinks you guys are the best.
She's a sweetheart. All right. I guess we're just about out of time, Mikey
We got
boy.
a couple minutes though.
We do. All
Yeah.
right. Good. Haverhill Beef. Well, listen to this one. Haverhill Gazette's pick best. You were the best butcher shop in. Voted the best. 2000, 2001, 2,
Quite a
3,
few
4,
years.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And now the Haverhill Gazette's out of business, aren't they?
They still do the best of. We still won it last year, the year before, the year before. Yeah.
Peter,
Everything's online.
I'm going to ask a big favor in front of Michael Lomazzo. Our 100th anniversary, the Feast of the Three Saints, is this year.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be
100 years.
an amazing event. Please consider. I know you haven't been there in a couple of years. Please consider, because it is going to be the biggest festival in the state. We would love to have you because you knock it dead.
We did very well.
Prime location.
Yeah.
We will give you 42nd and Broadway.
And then some.
I'll definitely consider it. Think about it.
All right. Please do, because I'm telling you, it's going to be. And people just they've asked. Where's
Yeah,
Haverhill
and
Beef?
we just if we do it, we actually got to try to have other people do it with us, because Ed and I used to like to do it ourselves.
It was a lot of work.
And I tell you, from 9 in the morning till 12 at night.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
You're right.
Eddie's getting up there, and Ellen just bumped into Ed. He's no spring chicken. Ed, I love you, but you're no spring chicken.
Right.
So, all right, listen.
He's a foul.
Peter, great seeing you.
You too, Tom. Thank you for having me.
Peter.
Mike, thanks for having me. Appreciate it, really.
Mikey, have a great rest of your week.
Thanks, Tom. See
you know
too,
where I'm
pal.
going now? I'm going to the West Palm Beach Card Show.
Oh, good.
Yep. We're going to go take a spin down there.
I'm going to stay away from the massage parlors.
Remember, if you can't make fun of yourself, please don't make fun of anyone. Have a great week.
Anything is possible. Have a great weekend.
Take care.
Audio Jungle.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.